Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Seattle. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 16 yards.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Purdy now to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't
it? Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Robinson's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
He's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? 65 catch.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same kind.
Through an opening, and Christian McCaffrey. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. A solid stiff arm. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Back to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man, right side is cut, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Let's go!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
7 Pirates, 19 Lions.
They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now back to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 52 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because in that quarterback Smokey the Bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going deep for Walker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one too low.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is born. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Sky Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Piniero's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And bulldozing his way through. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. And here's second down and 3.
Check smash! Check smash!
Trying the left side with Walker. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And Walker has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Running left is Walker. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. The nice football gives him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
Cougar 19. Mustang 19.
At the 49ers 9-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's a second and 7. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
19 Tiger. 9.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Looking to throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 11.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Now Purdy.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Back to throw, Purdy. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Cowboy 80.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Come on. 66.
2nd and 6.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigma.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
On the ready.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover on down.
First man through is the fullback Juszczyk. They gave him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to go turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Purdy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Seahawks, 1st down.
They're going to look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Let's go. Panther Street, Panther Street.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And it follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
13 yards there and a Niner first. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On 3rd down, they drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him, that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
24-yard line.
18.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Check that. Ready?
Jason
They'll look to throw.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Go, Viking, 18.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Second and 10.
Come on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Going up top for Cup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One last throw now for Darnold.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the 49ers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they'll be on the road now.